What's up, guys? Hope you are good. So, welcome to another episode of the Beyond the Board Shorts podcast. I'm in Crete, by the way. I'm on a holiday, but we can't miss this episode. I've got a stupid hiccup, so allow me. But James, how you doing, bro?
That is the catchphrase for the Beyond Watchers. So I'm just smashing my cream of rice. We don't miss. That's it. But I'm good. I'm good. I just got back from Italy yesterday. No, on Monday. Monday evening. Nice little show. Got to see the boys do the thing. I saw some of my clients do the thing. So it was nice to be out. I did miss while I was in Italy, though. I did just. I'm not gonna lie. I did train. I always train. Just therapeutic. But outside of that, I was just kind of just chilling, really, running around, doing
You
body stuff.
after prep, you do need to have that time, that downtime as well for yourself, man. A lot of people think they just have to go straight back on plan, make sure everything is rigid. I'm like, bro, you're not a robot, bro. Like, you need to enjoy life. You need to kind of relax for a little bit and just kind of get your mindset back. Live a little bit before you go back into the off season. That's what I believe anyway.
I think we discussed that with Matt, and Matt is the opposite. Matt's like, I ain't taking no breaks, no days off until I'm on top. And you know what? When he gets on top, he's still here taking no days off. But I feel like I said last time, it's like there's a different stroke for different folks, and it's like what is right for you, what are you happy with. So like even if I slow down my progress in the off season by a week or two, I'm fine with that because
Yeah.
mentally that's more important than just going hard all the time.
Yeah, again, stupid hiccups, guys. Honestly, you're gonna hear this all this episode, I'm sure of it. But yeah, no, I totally get your point of view, and I'm exactly the same. For me, it's push and pull. The same way with anything else in life, man. It's all about push and pull. Like I think if you're going 100 miles an hour every single time, even if you are a car, you're gonna need to fuel up again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to fuel up, and I feel like that fueling up is giving yourself that time to break, to have a little bit of a break. You know, recoup a little bit, kind of just takes a step back, man. Appreciate where you've come, and then just I feel like that also gives you a bit of a fuel to drive on forwards again. If you don't have a break, you just go and go, and then I feel like you just end up just getting burnt out, man.
Exactly.
Hey,
Exactly.
eventually, man, you start resenting the process, and you're missing out on things that you don't necessarily want to miss out on, but because yo, bro, I got this goal, man, I got to reach. I hear you, but you still have fun along the way. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know everyone says fuck balance, but you know what? It's not going to be balanced, but you still have to, like you said, you have to push and pull because, your loved ones, your family, your friends all around you, they all haven't committed to bodybuilding. So they do need some time back. And me personally, I can only speak for myself, but I need a little break sometimes. Um, so, but I'm
I
back. I'm firing. I just got back from the gym, hence my post-workout cream of rice. So
mean, I've
that
been
little break of a few days, I'm ready to roll now.
So I've been quitting for a week, bro. I'm having like a little semi break. I'm still training, but obviously the gym is not going to be as good as I was if I was at home. Still training, just getting blood flow. This 22K dumbbells that's
I
the
hear.
22K, yeah, man. So all I'm doing is just rep supersets. So there's so much I can do with that. Stacking all the machines there. So there's only much you can do. But apart from that, I'm chilling by the pool, chilling by the beach, just enjoying my time. But there was a few competitions last weekend. So that's what we're going to go through. And then we have another special guest today, guys. Special guest again. And I'm sure you guys know who it is, the new pro. And his name,
Very, very special guest.
yeah, so that's going to be really good to get him on. But we're going to go straight into the Italian pro show to start off with. Sorry, guys, this hiccups is terrible. And we start from the Italian pro show.
Hang on. I think we should go with the ZF Games first because then Sheridan can run us through because
Good.
Sheridan took part as well. So
Everything's there,
I
didn't it?
don't know if he'll find it comfortable being able to talk about other people, but we'll try and push him. And just to remind you guys, like when I say, when we talk about someone else, another physique, it doesn't mean that we think we're better than them. We're just giving our opinion, just like anyone else is allowed an opinion on us.
100%. It's just an opinion. And, it's just us being on it. That's all
I
it
mean, that's it.
is. That's it. All right, let's dive into it. So I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully, this has good Wi-Fi here, and I see what's going on. All right, I know you. So ZF Games.
You, excuse me. See all of Isaac's notes down the side.
Oh,
Have a
don't
look.
worry about that. Don't get worry about that one there. That's the game plans. All right, come on, man, load. Sorry guys, I'm in a hotel, so the Wi-Fi may be a little bit slow.
Oh, my phone. Okay, so I'll get us started while it's loading. But huge shout out to Gripping Body. Oh, I forget his first name.
I forget it's the first name as well. I don't know. Yeah. Just know about his Instagram tag.
Yeah. Oh, Kem.
Okay, Ken.
Yeah, Kem. And he took the overall, and it was a nice. It was actually a wicked prize. It wasn't the disc that they've been having recently. He got
No,
like Thor's hammer. I didn't saw that.
yeah, because since Zach has this like Avengers thing that he does, so
Yes, yes,
it's quite
yes.
cool to be honest. Like I think the Thor hammer is cool to be honest.
I might have to drop him a DM. Be like, you got any of those spare?
Yeah. Oh, Sheridan is in, but we'll do this quickly and then we can have a chat with him. But yeah, look, this is a good lineup to be honest, man. I know a few guys from here. To be honest, I've
It's
seen.
not up. Is it?
What's that?
It's not up.
You can't see this.
No, I still see your notes.
Oh no, hell no. This thing's always fucking.
If you're a tech guy, and you can edit these videos for us, chuck some cool videos in between, drop us a DM.
Yeah, you guys have to teach us, man, because I do not know how to use these things properly. I'm gonna stop the share and start it again. Sorry, guys. I still gotta get used to this shit, fam. All right, let's go again. Should be better now.
Message him quickly.
How is this? Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, here we are. So this
Yeah,
is Kemp in the middle here, and he won the overall. So if you can see here, he's got a good shape on him. And
yeah.
yeah, he was peeled as well for this comp.
And it's not often you see in men's physique, especially in the overall, that the class A wins.
Yeah.
You know, so
Is he class
obviously
A?
it must be pretty fucking good to do that.
He's class A, isn't
Yeah, he's the smallest up there.
he? Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
shout out, Nick, is it Chasty?
I don't know, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, he always tags us and shouts us out. He was peeled to the bone, and he's going in for the finals in 2 weeks as well. So good luck, brother.
Yeah, so he's peeled. Slight adjustments I'll make to his posing. He just
Yeah,
needs to bring that top line around a little bit. That knee should not be facing inwards like that. He should bring his heel in, just to allow. He's got big legs, so if he brings that twist that heel in, it'll show off his quads, which will
yeah.
exaggerate his taper a little bit more as well.
But I
But
feel like that comes with the other leg, the one
yeah,
that's 90 degrees, that rotate forward a little bit as well, and then
forward.
it's the whole hips open up, and then
Yeah,
we get the far lat pop around a bit more. Um,
exactly.
what I've seen of him, his waist isn't big, so I know
Uh,
some people do it because their waist is huge, but
yeah.
his waist isn't big, so he doesn't need to hide it as much. I do want to manipulate it, but he can show us off a bit more.
Yeah, because I know he's wider than what he's making himself
Yeah,
to look to be. So you can see from his back pose anyway. So yeah, man, so it's not too bad. Yeah, but yeah, no, I mean, Cam looks great. Very
yeah.
complete for front and back. His back is really, really good.
He's got a lot of detail through there. I messaged
So,
he said I want a back like yours. I said you're already there, bro.
yeah,
You're
he is
already
pretty
there,
much
bro.
there. He just needs more
Yeah.
size overall, but like in terms of like the balance, he's very, very balanced from front and back. To be honest,
A
you know.
lot of depth there for a lot of detail. Obviously, he's not got the biggest frame, like you said, but
Yeah,
what is there? There's a lot of detail everywhere. So good job, man.
well done, Cam. Congrats. And I'm sure he's going to do another comp this year.
I don't know any of the other guys. So if you know the other guys, tag them below. We'll get
Yeah,
them get them to tag us. I haven't seen. I think I've
I've
seen the
seen
guy
this guy.
on the right in the red shorts.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, exactly. I've seen him around. Don't know his name,
Seen
but I've
him.
definitely seen him a few times.
I've not seen any of the others.
Nah, I haven't seen any of the others.
We're getting old, bro. It's a new generation out now.
That's a generation. These guys are still probably older than us. But yeah.
Bro, I'm 35 next year. I'm going to Masters.
Oh shit.
Masters Olympia. I'm on it. Does that count? Does that tick my box?
Do it, bro. At least you get to Olympia quicker.
No, that don't count. That don't count. That don't count.
Sorry, man. All right, cool. Let's have a look to see what's next. I think.
Go on, gripping body, really quick, just
All
before we let Sheridan, I think.
right, let's go.
Please.
No problem, bro.
This.
All right. Tell Sheridan will be a sec.
Yeah, I just messaged him.
All right, so let's have a look. What's his name on Instagram? Griffin Body, isn't it?
Ripping body. It should be in that.
Nah, the thing, these people don't tag, fam.
They're not trying. That's one thing they should do
Yeah.
because like Pete, the other federation, the other federation,
They like
they put out so much content and they tag people as well.
it's
I think
good.
they collab sometimes.
It makes people share the content and it gets word out some more, so it's good.
Obviously, but it boosts the athlete, but
Yeah,
obviously it boosts the brand as well, the company.
motivation, yeah, 100%, 100%. It needs to be done.
Has he got an eye walk or something on there? Or pictures?
I don't think he has Iowa, but this was a week out. I think 10 days out.
Yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Good, man. Condition is great.
It didn't play properly for me. It's like jumping
The
around.
jumping.
It's fine. It's fine. I can see now. He in his back shot.
Yeah.
He's definitely grown since last year.
Yeah.
Last year, I saw him at the Natty one, end of the year. So it's almost a year.
Great look, man.
Yeah.
You reckon it's still natty? Nah,
He's grown.
I don't think so.
He's grown. I don't know.
It could be,
My
though.
only thought process is that it wasn't a Natty show.
That's it.
That's
Man.
the only reason. But I don't.
You
Can't
don't know.
expect.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Does it matter? Does it matter?
He could be natty, bro. Bro, he's probably watching this now. We don't know, man. Tell us, let us know whether you're natty or not.
You just got to check Zach's post. Does it say Natty King somewhere?
If it doesn't say Natty King, then
And
exactly.
you're a druggie, bro.
Nah, he looks great. He looks great.
No, he looks great. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do another show. I'm gonna be interested to see how he gets on.
I would imagine he jumped in to do the British finals, have a pop there, and I would imagine if he's Natty, which I would assume he is,
Yeah.
I'd imagine he's going into Natty shows later in the year to have another pop at that pro card in France. But if I remember correctly, he couldn't get out to France last year for some reason.
Okay.
Maybe he didn't have a passport, lost his passport, or something like that.
I didn't know about
So
that.
I have no doubt if he gets to France to compete in that finals, he'll be 100% in that mix, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm 100% with that type of physique. Yeah, man, he's gonna do really, really well. It's just very aesthetic, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's got a small waist, good clavicle. He doesn't have a massive frame, but from his frame, He kind of reminds me of kind of myself when I was like just jumping on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Probably through the chest and delts.
you know what I mean? So
And his arms in that video you put up a minute ago, his arms look big.
his arms are big, yeah.
Yeah, his arms look big. But they don't look, they're not overpowering. They're just they just match. He looks good.
Cool. Yeah. Really, really bright future. Depends on how far he wants to take it. You know what I'm saying?
I have no doubt he wants to go to the top. I got no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, you're not going to get into this if you don't want to.
There we go.
Cool. So that's good. So do you want to let Sheridan in?
Let's go. Let's go.
See the big man. All right, let's stop this here and allow him in. Let's see. Yo, Sheridan. Let's see whether he gets it on quicker. Because a lot of people have this difficulties when they're trying to join.
Takes us a few minutes every day, every week.
Struggling.
Audio's coming. At least he's there.
What must have been so sick was like him and his missus competing in Pro Show. That's what
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. We
Oh yeah, you guys haven't done it yet.
We haven't done it yet. Next year will be our first year where we compete together.
Is she gonna come out to the States and do the runner show? Obviously, some shows don't all. So, guys, in the pro leagues, you don't have all classes.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, what's going on? What's going on?
Oh,
Ciao,
bro,
ciao.
Thank
you. Thanks for having me on, boys. So obviously, I'm excited for this. Honestly, I'm excited.
It's good to have you on, bro.
Exactly.
I don't think I've done a podcast since my first PCA. Well, Since my first, yeah, since my first show. Like I didn't have to think there. I had
That happened to me like 2 minutes ago.
yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I had to. I only done a podcast since maybe 2021 after my first show.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's good to
That
have
was
you.
the first show.
My first show was 2021. Yeah, it literally October 2021, and it's October now. Literally, pretty much 3 years on that I got my podcast.
Crazy.
Great, bro.
Oh, you've done a lot of shows. But we're going to get into that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were getting. I did not know your first
To be fair, my first NPC show, which was probably again the same. It was a peak week, so that first show was the Two Bros natural show in the lockdown when everyone kind of yeah.
Was that outdoors?
Yeah, that was at the Watford one.
Yeah.
You remember that?
On the field?
No. That was like
very
bro. That was like yeah. Lockdown was when I think Hader was doing it. Hader, or a week before that. It was yeah. I was a junior, mate. I was like 50 kilos.
How old are you now?
27, so I'll be 28 in January.
Oh shit! I'll be 28 January too.
Yeah.
When's
I
your
mean, don't go wrong. I've aged, but hopefully I don't look. I mean, I feel old, but
Yeah, man. I mean,
if you looked at me 3 years ago, mate, you'd think bloody hell, this kid's about 12 years old.
all age, man. I feel like I'm old as fuck. I look old as fuck right now. It's like 2 years ago.
You don't can't talk about fucking age, bruv.
Listen, I'm a dad as well, James. I'm a dad as well, so you can't be talking about old man.
Yeah. When you become a dad, you age like 5 years instantly, just off the bat.
Yes.
Yeah,
You have another person to look after, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the pre-Mars. It's not the
Hey,
pre-Mars.
bro, congrats once again.
Yeah.
This weekend, man. It's been incredible to say the least. To see your journey and to see you like get something that you worked so fucking hard for. I was saying to James earlier that like you cannot not be happy for someone that's put so much work into something and then like achieve that goal as well. It's just so everyone's so happy for you. I'm sure you've like received so many messages this week.
You know what, man? For me, it's so surreal. Like honestly, when people say, "How do you feel?" I have no idea how to feel because like I didn't expect it as well. Because I'm like, you know, when you start off, you think I'm gonna get my pro card and stuff. When you start to do shows, you come to realization that if you fixate yourself on that, you're gonna be very disappointed. You just got to sharpen and get better every time. But I know I kind of had a little bit of some kind of like impact in terms of like people supporting me, like a little circle or Instagram. You know, you build a community of bodybuilding. But I swear, as soon as I got off stage, I've never known my phone to blow up in terms of like people around the world, just like people sending me videos of the live stream and stuff. I was thinking that honestly, my heart was like, it was such a massive feeling for me because I just never realized the community of this bodybuilding, how big and how strong it is around the world.
Yeah,
so for someone like me, I look at myself as a nobody. So it was honestly so heartfelt.
Bro, where you've been like so close, so many times, so many overalls, and the fact that you've traveled every fucking where. I think it was you telling me about Iraq with a gun in your face, but we'll get into that.
Iraq as well, yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that you've done so much, and it'd be so easy for anybody else to just be like stack it in, or maybe I'll go next year. I'll go next. You know, a lot of people lose. They throw the dumbs out of the power. I'm going to grow, or they say fuck the federation, fuck the judges. But you just keep fucking showing up and showing up and showing up, and you'll get your reward eventually.
What was your mindset, bro? Like, just when you were like doing just shows after shows, like, what were you thinking? Like, what was like your train of thought? Like, when you just kept on.
The thing is, for me, like, I'm a little bit different. So, I come from I was a professional boxer before I did this. So, for all my life, I had my first fight when I was 6 years old in stadiums in Thailand. So, I was a little kid in the documents in Thailand that you'd see on little TVs and you think, what's going on? Yeah. So, from a young age, I've been surrounded by a family of like take 100% or nothing within the sport. And I did that throughout the sports, even throughout the ones I did like rugby and stuff like that. So I never really went out drinking, had friends, had a really good circle. But for me, I kept myself I just like to just train and keep fit. So it was the same for bodybuilding. So going into these shows, it was about taking the mindset from when I first did my show. I thought, I think I placed fourth or fifth. I honestly felt like the biggest loser in the world. But obviously, top five in any show is pretty good anyway. So it's either win or lose with me when it comes to, when it was fighting. So I had to switch that mindset and say, look, progress, get better, and it's going to be a long ride. So whether it was this year or 6 years, I know guys that have been chasing it for even now to stay 8 to 7 years on. So I couldn't go into that mentality thinking, oh, you're a loser every time, because you're just going to keep getting knocked down. So going into these shows was more, one, get better. Two, I kind of was like, you're so close. And luckily, I plan most of my shows out very close anyway. And I kind of like that kind of feeling of having that discipline, having that no quit mentality for myself, and being surrounded by it. I'm honest, mate, it was the only thing pushing me to not want. If I thought, if I come out of this stage of chasing the shows, I don't really have anything there. I kind of like that prep to like just keep getting better. I mean, I love the sport. I love the stage. If anyone says, would you rather do prep or off season? Prep all day, because no matter what the suffer is, once you step on that stage, bro, it is a feeling you're never going to experience. And you just like the lights, the action. I get to show my teeth off. It's like, but yeah, mentally it was. Yeah, I couldn't. You can't ask for a better feeling. And I think as long as you show up, as long as you've done everything 100%. Nothing can beat you in terms of your own sanity. The only thing that can beat you is if you quit in your head or you bring a worse package, but you still work on and come better. It's always about coming back, right? So whether I placed last, second call out, third, pro card or not, did I get better? Yes, I did. I did everything I possibly could. So
And like that's incredible, bro. Like, I hope a lot of people watch this, because it's not just about winning all the time, man. Like everyone, like, don't get me wrong, we love winning. We love to get that. Everybody wants it, but everybody's trying to get that win. But it's not about the gold medal per se. It's about you winning against yourself a lot of the times.
yeah.
It's like you get, as you say, getting a little bit better. And that little bit better, like every single show, accumulates, bro. It accumulates after show after show after show. And then eventually you're gonna get your win. But if you're always fixated at that win and you don't get it, the disappointment can fucking knock you back 10 times. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But we can't control. We can't control who turns up. We can't control who wins.
Yeah.
And obviously, when you go on stage at the pro show, there's probably like 20 guys, and we've all put the work in. We've all done the card. We've all done the dieting. We've all been at it for years, and unfortunately, only one person can win.
Yeah.
And obviously, second and top 5 is great, but all of us, I know us three in particular, we didn't do all of that to come second or fifth or anything else. We're there for that one thing. But like you said, it's about all the other bits and improving as an individual.
100%. Like I say, for me, like even after Iraq, even before.
Hang on. You got to tell us about Iraq. Everyone knows about Iraq.
I don't think everybody knows about Iraq. Yeah. So guys, by the way, so if there's anyone that's had a crazier experience in the competition, I think Sheridan probably had the most crazy experience. I don't think anyone can top this. So I'm going to leave the floor open for Sheridan to speak about his Iraq show.
I'll keep it short and sweet because I think it's mentally draining for me if I forget anyway. But obviously, came back into a prep last year. Obviously, came off the back in September. Did like a little reverse out, and I thought, you know what? I got after the regional, because the regional starts in March. I thought there's a show in Iraq. You thought Iraq? I didn't realize how bad Iraq was, let alone get there. And I thought, you go to Dubai, it's easy to fly there. I had a great experience in Dubai before, phenomenal experience, memories I'll never forget. Then going from there, even like training in Dubai, being around everyone. So in the lead up to it was great, a dream. And then getting there, was easy because I thought, like any country, you buy a visa. The visa was confirmed months ago. No, it turns out Iraq has about 3 different types of visas and 3 different types of borders, but got there, I was there for 2 days before, tried to cross the border, mate, and I was like, your visa, like they're trying to show it. I was like, this is my visa. In fact, like they're stopping me. Bearing in mind, I'm the guy, I'm in a vest top, there's border control with guns, people like can't even like speak a word of like communication. I got no internet access. Like if I bought data within 10 minutes, it cost me 50 quid every like 30 minutes. Racked up the bills, mate. Like I mean it. So anyway, took my passport, said, look, you got the wrong one. Took this taxi guy away, mate. Bless him. He was locked up somewhere as well. And they basically said, you got the wrong visa, you got to go. But then they told me basically to piss off, and then took my passport. I was like, where's my passport? And then I was asking for it, and they were just getting angry. I was like, look, I just want my passport and I'll go home. I had to drive up like 20 minutes up the border to come back down to the border after they released the taxi man. And I was like, I ain't getting home. They're taking my passport, and it's a type of country, mate, that if I've had to pay them and stuff, they could literally just take it and do what they want, and no one even hear about me again. So lucky enough, I got back to the hotel. I was like, I want to go home. Spoke to the promoters, the Iraqi promoters, and the promotion there, phenomenal. They treated me like literally like helped me out so much communication wise, sorted it all out that end because I couldn't do the registration. So everything was paid for. I just had to get there. The only way to get there was I had to fly to Baghdad. This is within like 8 hours of me actually getting to the show, by the way. So this is like this is less than 24 hours or 12 hours. I had to be at this the stage and show like 8 a.m. So managed to get the last flight to Baghdad, praying that I could actually get through there to then buy a visa to be confirmed. Because if I didn't get confirmed, flight back home. Managed to get through. Luckily, it was a long trip. Waited like 2 hours to get this visa in a waiting room for multiple people. But then Baghdad from the venue, bro, it was a 5 hour drive.
Wow.
5 hour drive. And when I say I had to trust this taxi man because there's no sat navs, there's no roads. He was like, I know the way. I went, are you sure you know the way? Because you've got no sat nav, nothing. He goes, yeah, it's this way. Anyway, it took longer than what it was because he didn't know the way. And then I finally got to the hotel they organised, sat down. By the time I sat down, took my check-in, sent it, I think I didn't get any sleep. I was up again, got on stage. Luckily, thank God, I'm not a guy that holds cortisol because I didn't balloon up at all. I was pretty much dry from the stress, probably sweating it all out. I missed that. I missed the important part. Yeah, the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I was asking for my passport back, they were getting angrier. That's when they had the big gun in my face. And they was like, basically, they was like, if you don't get out like in my face, and lucky enough, when you're in your prep, you got no digestion in your stomach, you got nothing. So there was nothing there to come out to be scared of. So otherwise, I would have literally gone everywhere, bro. So, but yeah, I just that's the most traumatizing thing. I tried to get it out of my head, but yeah, literally. And when I say gun, you think, a little pistol, mate. This was I'm pretty sure it was an AK-47. Like it was like this big long barrel, and I was looking down and I was thinking, I'm gonna die. I was saying my prayers. I was like, I'm gonna die. We're gonna like put me in a truck and send me off.
Wow.
But yeah, the show was amazing. You don't see many people from the UK, let alone people from their own country, do that show. And honestly, the experience again, meeting the people, everyone would take photos of me. I didn't even win. I was getting photos taken of me, and again, coming close to the overall. Don't wrong, it was very close, and it was a really good show. And I just felt like a celebrity. Again, it kind of made the experience a little bit better. But don't get me wrong, as soon as I got off stage, I was getting that back to the border, getting that flight home, and I was out within 24 hours. So
that's the thing. Exactly, that's happened, and you're still going out.
But the thing is, they had the Iraq show this year. If you told me I didn't get my pro card, I'd go do it again. That's so stupid. I'd go back.
I will never go there based on that story alone.
Yeah, I will never do that show.
Even if they put the Olympia in Iraq, I'm not going.
All I know is there's an easy way to get there, but don't maybe do the research just before.
Well, that goes to show, man. He's had a gun pointed at his fucking face, and that didn't stop him.
They competed. You still won your class, didn't you?
Well, no. So there's only similar to Austria. So there's like three classes or 4 classes. I think top 2 get the card.
Okay.
Top 2, but it was weird because it's no like class A, B, C. It's not just 3. So the class A guy that I was with would be like class D. So it was like the height difference. If you showed photos of like it was different, but don't get me wrong, the guy was phenomenal. I think he's just on the show as well. But again, the hometown boy, it was just an experience where he had and I spoke to the judges that were Olympian. He said it was really tight. It was a great show. Just keep showing up. We'd love to have you back. And I said, like, great. Like it is what it is. I couldn't control it. Some people say I had it, some people I didn't, but it's done. Like, what can I do after that? It's nice to know that you think you had it, but it's done. So I move on.
So that's it. I mean, a lot of people.
I think a lot of people dwell on, placings. I don't get me wrong, it does hurt at the time, but you sulking about it for like a week doesn't change anything. You can't go back in time. You can't change the judge's opinion. So
Well, I've had so many places where it probably hurts more, but you're so close. And I've also been in situations where 2 times where you think you've won that overall, you're 99% sure in your head, and you go, I have got this card or I've got this win. And then it gets taken away from you, and you're like, damn, I'd rather be last place. This is the worst feeling in the world.
but that's made the card win now that much sweeter. That's just like I think it was 28 shows you've done.
No, it was 21. 21 and then
11
11.
international.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I tried to work out the maths. I was like, for me, an average show, in Europe, where you get Wi-Fi for free, it's going to cost about a grand a show. That's 11 grand. But you chuck a rock in there, you're in a cab for 5 hours. I hate to think what that costs.
But let's just say I'm pretty sure I'm glad I'm not living on the streets right now for how much I've spent. But you do everything you can. If you've got the funds, like I say, the good thing is I'm very good business orientated when I grow up, save your money when you're a kid. And I would have rinsed my last penny for this sport. Because I wanted to be on stage. I wanted to do all I possibly can. I mean, it's a little bit different now when you're with a dad, but as long as I had the side of giving what I can for my family and everyone else, and I had what I had for myself, I would rinse that to the ground and make sure everyone else was all right, and I can do what I do, and then I'll build up if I lose it. But I'm ready to lose it for what this was. So,
but now your shows are free, right?
Yeah, you're gonna pay for no registration now,
There
bro.
we go.
I still had to pay for my card and I had to pay for my tan. So I was still £400 down when I got my pro card.
You might as well do some more shows, seeing as you've got a membership.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm going into an off season for a year, so it doesn't matter.
That's it. I mean, I'm trying to cut my expenses as much as I can doing pro shows. So I do my time myself, man. We like
Yeah.
to get the pro tan from the pro tan tub. I only need
The whole set.
yeah, the whole thing. But I only need one layer of the base coat, and I'm cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do one of the top coat.
Oh, okay.
So I might have to try your way now and see if that's a look.
I see people wake up ready, bro. Ready.
Yeah.
All I do is put on the glaze and I'm glistening, bro.
That's what I did. My shows, I think I did both top tan and base on the same day if you can.
Yeah.
It's not much easier. You can go to bed without sweating, worrying about it.
Ruin the sheets.
Yeah. So and like I say, it's you just got to take into consideration if you're going to do it. But I've done tans myself and great, but I'm just so mental. I'm like, look, the less stress I have, the better. And if I can't control it by tanning myself, then I'm just going to make it even more stressful.
I have to get someone else to do it. Yeah.
For myself when I'm doing shows with my missus. When I'm not doing shows with my missus, I get someone to tan myself.
Yeah. So
No point you trying to fucking reach. I can't reach my back, bro.
You're too big, man.
So yeah.
But now it's cool. So you said you're taking a year off. So I would assume you're going to compete 2026. That's probably where you're thinking.
No, that's 2025. Don't add a year.
No, technically,
it's 2025.
I'm starting from January pretty much though.
Oh.
So it's like, but the thing is, again, it's another financial thing for me. It's obviously Jess as well. She did a pro card, her first pro show with me. She wasn't meant to, so it was again another cost thing. But she wants to grow as well, same as much as me. We all know where we should be or we want to be as a pro athlete. I'm very not limited now, but I will be for my class for cap.
Hang on, let's go into that.
Cap. To be fair, if I do the right amount of tissue and the density, I know what I want to bring as a men's physique. And like I say, the future will be for 2-on-2 for me because it will.
You heard it here first, guys. Exclusive.
Unfortunately, I love men's physique, but I have to. When you're in this sport, you have to go where your genetics and where it plays. For me, I haven't trained legs for nearly 10 weeks. I haven't done any type of cardio for 4 weeks. Even when I train legs once a week, they hyper respond. In my off season, most of my tissue will go to my legs. And my off season, I eat a lot of food. I'm a guy who eats a lot of food. Everyone knows I eat a lot of food.
Oh, we all know that.
And I'm still holding myself back. So my body wants to grow, but I'm limiting myself for the category, which is fine because I knew I was closer to get the card for men's physique in my head. Then reach 2-on-2. I mean, my last stage weight was 67 kilos. I'm pretty sure 2-on-2 is 96 pound peeled. 96 kilos.
So what was your last stage weight in Italy? We got the card. And what is the cap for you?
So Italy stage weight was, to be fair, I woke up because I was carb up about 70, but 70 kilos of carbs and like a bit of fluid. But usually the day before, it was 68, 67. But the first city showed it was 66. So you know, give or take, when you're not carbon up, so we take consideration your lowest. So we'll say 66. But my weight cap is, I think it's 75.5 kilos.
There's a lot of room there.
It's a lot of room, but realistically, like if I can push past my off season at 86, 87, and I'm a guy that can put on some good tissue just genetically,
Yeah.
you know, I need to consider like how much can I push up and how much will I ideally would like to be on my cap, inside out, peeled. So, and again, I don't need a lot of carbs to push myself. I hold a bit more structure, being a smaller guy. But again, I'm not looking to limit myself. I said to obviously Cal as well. I said if it means I can't meet the cap to jeopardize my future in terms of physique, I simply won't do it. I want to progress as a pro now. I have the time, and the way I want to do it is, you know, I do want to have a good men's physique season, so I won't try and take the Mickey too much. So I want to see where I stand, because it might be the future for me, it might not. But in my head, I kind of know where my body wants to go. But we gotta get down and ugly for that. But that's many years to come.
Yeah, I mean, like I would say, like, yeah, with you being on stage at like what 70 kilos ish, all carved up and everything like that. Adding 5 more kilos is still a lot of muscle. You know what I'm saying?
And you think that's 70 kilos is after carbs. So if he's coming in at 75 pre-carbs, that's 77, 78 on stage.
Yeah.
That's a fucking whole new human on his back.
Yeah, but also he's got to take into consideration his frame, shape.
Yeah, 100%.
It was a stage day. Like I said, I'm a small guy, I'm class A, but I mean, technically on paper, unless someone stretches me out, my height isn't even on the weight cap. So I'm like a minus class. I'll be a minus class. So, but realistically, you know, on stage day, my waist is a 26 and a half to 26 waist. But because I'm smaller, it doesn't look like it. So if I carve up too much or I come in too big, I still got to manipulate that structure of having a tinier waist, right? Mm-hmm. Regardless of how much I say it is, it doesn't look like it. You know the illusion of sport. Like I can say I'm 66 kilo, but if I look bigger, great. If I don't, you can just, it's all about the illusion. So I just got to be careful how much push up, how I do it. And you know, that's where it starts to be strategy.
Yeah, but you'll know yourself, like when you get deep into the off season, you will know, like, whether, you know what, man, should I just fucking just keep going? Should I just keep going? If your body wants to grow, like, there's no point trying to stop it, man, because then you're just restricting yourself. And I feel like that restriction can also damage your physique as well. A lot of it.
Yeah, it's also time frame as well. Like, I'm a guy that can prep in 8 weeks. But I also know if I go beyond that, I start deteriorating. But luckily, I'm a guy that's smaller. That if I deteriorate muscle, you can't really see it. Bigger guys or taller guys, you will really start to see that fade, and that's when you really start jeopardizing your physique, especially in a pro league. That's not what you want at all.
Yeah.
That brings us on. Let's dive into the pro debut.
Yeah. Do you know what? I was again. If the way it lined up right is that show I got my pro card was exactly a year before. Obviously, Jess won her pro card the day before on a Saturday, and I was competing on Sunday. So she got a pro card, massive pressure. She got it within like 4 or 5 attempts. There's me still chasing like 10 shows on. Everyone's going, "Oh, that would be a dream. You and your missus get the pro card." So I'm thinking, "Oh, thank you, man. Like you're really putting the pressure on me." And yeah, I didn't get it. It is what it is, and I kind of left it from there. So a year on, again, wasn't actually meant to do this show. I was meant to stop after the Europeans. I thought. But Jess was doing her first pro show. I thought it's 2 weeks. I'm just going to do it. As I started to kind of reverse back out and push back up to the Europeans, it actually did better for my physique. And I thought, you know what, if I strategize this a little bit better now, I could just go into the show. At least I'm there. I'm there anyway at the show. I'm there with my girlfriend, and she's doing her pro debut. So lined out, got my pro card a year on, and then her first pro show. And I thought, I'm not going to not be here and not do the same day in the first pro show with her, then that would be experience. Because if I'm honest, if she wasn't there and the UK boys weren't there, there's no way I would have put myself in that pro show. I didn't even think I was going to win my class, let alone the overall, let alone step on stage with people I've been inspiring and looking up to myself for years, Olympians. I remember backstage thinking, probably look like I've missed the show 2 hours ago. I just want to get a tan for the night out.
So, you actually placed in the top 16.
Yeah, that was crazy for me. I was there to go last place, get a good photo, get a bit more eye walk time, enjoy myself. But again, credit where credit's due. I'll take the wins, but I'll still be humble about it. Even now, I'm thinking I don't deserve where I placed. I still deserve to be last. But
Where
I
did you
just
play? Sorry.
I think it was 16th out of what 22, 23, 25. I don't really know too much. The problem is, I think anything beyond 15 or 16, I don't really tell
Yeah,
you.
no counting.
I'd love to know. I would love to know, regardless. But I just take it off the call outs, right? So I wasn't last call out, so we'll just take it as that, really. So that was the win for me as it is.
That's good, man. That's good. Now, man,
No, that's massive. Absolutely massive.
yeah,
And I got to represent the UK as well. That was a big thing for me. Is I got to represent the UK like I always want to do, represent the sport, represent the UK, and just show that whatever situation you're in, take it by the hands, man.
yeah,
So,
100%. And you know what I was gonna say? Like the fact that you said you weren't even gonna do this show as well. It's like a common trend from everyone that's like got the pro card recently. It's like I wasn't gonna even do this show, but I just fucking want my pro card. Matt LeMay was kind of similar. What you call it? Josh Wall, Khalid as well.
yeah.
James got a pro card. Same. I mean, mine was a bit structured, but the rest of you guys just fucked up, not even going to do the show, and you get your pro card. And
Well, the thing is, originally for me, my first pro qualifier, because obviously I did the shows earlier, my first pro qualifier that I actually booked was that Italy show. So it actually was meant to be my first pro qualifier, which is quite nice to think. So in my head, I'm thinking, if I book that, that would be my first pro card win. But obviously, I did the regional, did two befores. But again, in my head, it aligns. It was nice, but
yeah, nah, man, it's good though, man. So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna go through. We're gonna.
Oh,
So this is gonna be right. So we're gonna have a look at the top five lineup, and then we're gonna just give our own like
and
opinions.
we want your opinion. We want your opinion because you saw it live. I
slate
didn't
me.
see the
I'm ready.
poster.
This is where people start to hate me now instead of love me.
People probably hate a lot of us as well, man. We
Yeah.
physiques. I know. We just give it our own opinion and just like, it's just a bit friendly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing major, but we're gonna go straight into it. And let me just get up everything here quickly. So it's not.
But while you're getting that up, Sheridan, so my understanding, you're going to take a year off, 2025 off,
Yeah.
and then 2026 do 1 year men's physique, see where you stand, and then assess and go from there.
Yeah, so basically, Jess, again, financial saving. You need to. She wants to do America, so what like American shows are. I've always wanted to be in America. I'm a cowboy at heart. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a cowboy. I wanted to have guns as a cowboy anyway. So I love country music. So what better way to go to America or explore America and compete in America if I can, especially the pro? Because as UK guys, you can't do American shows unless you're a pro anyway. So yeah, that's the goal really. Just maybe branch out into the American side, still see how I land. But yeah, I'd love to just do a show in America again, alongside along the people that support me, and just get my name out there. So that's where the pinnacle is. Vegas and America. That's the epitome of bodybuilding where it's at.
I think that's Isaac's doing that this year, and I feel like you guys have got the right idea by, you put your name out there in Europe, it's great, but you put your name out there in the States, it just rings so much louder. So it's definitely something I want to do at some point when I, can save up some pennies.
That's it, man. It's all about cost. But also, it's like I say, if it means I get towards the 2026 mark and I'm still not happy where it is, I've got the time now. But as an amateur, I was like, oh, I kind of want to keep ticking over. Like, how long have I really got? Like, or in this sport, you don't even know how long you got. So let's just, chase the dream while you're still chasing it as an amateur, and then you're gonna have the time to go sit back and then really focus because you won't be slipping up on these pro league. They'll eat you alive.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a common trend. Every single time we speak about the podium, we literally say that. It's like if you're just missing out a little bit, bro, you're fucked. It's game over.
You're gone.
You're gone. You're not in the top five anymore. Like, and there's like the odd people that can get away with not being as sharp because of their just structure and the genetic
and name
and
and
name.
name in the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Name carries a lot of weight in this game as well. And like for example, this top three here. What do you guys think of it?
Alessandro, he's
Yeah,
been undeniable in all three shows I've seen him. This one, I didn't see him in real life at this one, but from this picture, he looks sharper than the other two, and he was fucking razor at the other two. So with a stature of what, 6'3", 4,
I think
like heavily muscled, you can't really, what can he do? Other than I would say he just needs to bring up his back, but his front is absolute nails.
yeah. There was a shot that I saw of his back that looked a bit wonky. I don't know if anyone else saw that. I'll see if I can find it, but it did look a little bit wonky. And I think Emil definitely has a better structure to his back, you know. But obviously, with Yemi, he needs to be a little bit sharper.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like I say, phenomenal backs in terms of like, you got Emil, I mean, Yemi, I mean, I saw him in person.
Oh,
I mean, I'm a small guy, so a normal height's tall for me. I mean, actually saying hello to him, mate. I was like saying hello to the Eiffel Tower. But it's but these guys, like I say, if they're on, it's so hard to judge. But I again, first place, I mean, I love his look. Again, from the front, very good. Again, a little bit of improvements in the back, but it's just such a clean cut. And to be fair, I actually prefer his posing the most as well. So like the way he presents himself plays a massive part. Like even from like him just holding his medal now, you kind of draw your eye to that. And it's just clean lines, a lot better to his last posing as well, and sharper physique as well. Like you say, if you're going to start picking at things, you'd want to put like the middle back or that, but then put both their size and frame on Yems. Like it's crazy how you can kind of like pick apart. But
yeah. I think with Yams, like he stands out because of his size, his height. You know what I mean? Like, and the main thing with Yams to continue to develop, I think, main thing with him is going to be his legs as well, right? Because he's such a tall guy, his leg stands out a lot if he's
yeah,
balance up with his top. It's not terrible. Don't get me wrong, it's not terrible. But I think when you get to the Olympia, in order for you to stand out at the Olympia, that's what they're going to be judging because you are going to be up against all the elitists in terms of like the genetic freaks. You know what I mean? Like the top five, top six of the Olympia. It's all going to be nitpicking now. Like who's going to be top three is nitpicking. All those little minor details that a lot of people may not think about is what they're going to be considering. And Emil was quite confident was going to win this comp. I think going into it,
oh
but
yeah, I mean, backstage, like I say. But again, I admire his confidence. When there are many shows, I think he's got quite a good record in terms of holding that. So fair
yeah,
play to him to hold his head like that because he's earned that. He's earned that to be confident. You want to walk around the whole place like you own the place.
yeah.
Fair.
And a lot of
That's you.
shots, like, he has to be confident. Yeah, you know what I
He's
mean.
got to be one of the heaviest hitters in Europe at the moment. Him
100%.
and City.
Yeah,
But what you said about Yems, I see it now you brought it up.
yeah.
But all the other shows, I didn't really notice his legs, like the difference. And I don't think if his legs were brought up anymore, that wouldn't have changed the result. Do you know what I mean? I know we're looking for the balance, X frame, and this, that, and the other, but if you have enough in the bottom, then you kind of just get by. You don't go, wow, his legs, his X frame, this, that, and the other, but you just go, oh, yeah, look at his top half.
No, I get you. I get what you're saying. I mean, the thing is, he needs to be sharper, and that's just period, really. To
This
be
is the sharpest he's been this year, though.
oh, by a mile, like from the
And that's
last.
why he's improved his placing.
Yeah. I even said it to him, like he looks the sharpest he's been. He's definitely got a lot sharper. And
Yeah.
Olympia's this weekend, isn't it? It's this weekend, so he's got a week to get better than this.
He's got a
So
week, yeah, got two weeks from that to get to, I don't know what's next. I think there's Czech Republic, Romania,
I think it's the British.
Romania.
Yeah, I don't think it's the Romania.
Oh, he's not doing it.
I don't think so. I think he said he's going to British fight, the British next.
Oh, yeah, the British, sorry. Yeah, of course, of course, of course.
British next one. So that's going to be interesting because I think Emir is going to want to do that too.
I'm sure they had, I don't know if I saw it last year, but I'm sure they have like bets all the time between them and they've got to buy each other trainers or whatever it is.
Yeah, they're coached by the same coach, so I think
they're backstage, bro. They were literally like twins, like brothers. Like he was like, "Pump up your delts, do this. You need to be a bit more."
Yeah.
Bro, they were literally like, I was listening to him, looking at him, thinking, "Are they brothers or what?" Because he's like literally looking after him and more of his own.
You know what it is like backstage, like in the pro shows. A lot of the times it's like that, right? So like, it's not like amateurs where like it's so tense. Everyone is like obviously the pro card, everyone wants the pro card, and I feel like there's a lot of tension there. But like when you're backstage in the pros, because you're all against pros, and we all know that it's just a little thing that can differentiate you coming first and second. It's not as tense. Like you, a lot of the people, from my experience, anyways, is everyone wants to help each other out. That's what, from my experience. All right, like I've been on to a decent amount of pro shows now, and I'll be backstage, and some guys I help like come back to me like, "Hey, do you want pump? You my band? Do you want my band? Or can I use your band?" And everyone's kind of nice to each other. That's what I've experienced, and I think it's because it's just you just don't know what the judges look for at that stage. You know,
I
it's
have some experience about
yeah,
shows.
little things from show to show.
Yeah, like I said, I've never had really a bad experience in terms of people backstage, but I'm also the type of guy to kind of like, be like, do you need anything? Like, yo, you look good, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
whether it's in my class or not, like, I just, like I said, I love the people. If anything, I'm probably talking too much to people. So,
That's
um,
good. Like I feel like we need more people like that. People take it too serious and then they kind of lose the fun from it. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to enjoy it because why else are you doing it? In my opinion, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah,
But
I get you can take it seriously, but you can still be just nice about it because
yeah,
being an asshole doesn't make you any better, and it doesn't make me any worse. It doesn't change anything except I now know you're an asshole.
yeah, it's true.
well,
Yeah,
that's it. At the
it's
end of
so
the day,
true.
you're going to be speaking to each other after stage, win or lose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to get off stage. I mean, I've had one bad experience, and it's great he messaged me after, but in my head, you've made my time, my experience on stage bad. Like, so why would I then? If that's your mentality of how it is, and realistically, it's not even like about whether you're a bad person because you're clearly in that mindset, and it's not you're obviously not you as a person, but it's affected my type of experience on stage. And if we're all here for the same boat to enjoy, get better, and do it, and you've ruined that, that's a massive impact, especially if you're paying for your shows and you're flying internationally. No one wants that anyway.
nah,
So,
man, you don't want that.
luckily, it's good.
See, this is why Isaac. I don't know if Sharon heard one before, but I stay in the crowd until the very last minute. I stay. I don't go backstage. I don't get into people giving you sweets or anything. I just stay in my own thing. Last minute, soon go backstage, pump up and on stage. There's no time for
Yeah.
too much chatting and stuff like that. Even at the Europa, I was out because it was so close. But I was in the crowd sitting on chairs watching the show.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Sometimes
we need to break down Emil's. Sorry, I don't know if you can say what Emil's physique as well.
we're gonna have a look. Yeah,
I don't know
sure.
if he's got much on his page, but
I think beyond the stage, they kind of popped out of nowhere and they're like going crazy. You know that Instagram page recently.
oh yeah. They're doing Sheridan, you did your thing, didn't you? With them, was it you did it? The predictions
Yeah.
with Beyond.
I didn't do the predictions, no, but like I say, I actually know who runs this page personally, but they were obviously really up to date with me being on the stage and stuff. And to be fair, this page has been phenomenal for the sport. I must
Yeah.
say, like their updates and everything has been so good for this sport.
Oh,
And quick.
bro, they post 30 times a day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what we want. People want updates, and people want to see it, whether pro or not. And you don't get that a lot, especially for free. Like most of the time, a lot of these lives and stuff and updates, you're waiting a couple of hours after it kind of even happened. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
when they're on, and I feel like it's a great thing. And like for me to see myself be posted before I even looked at it, and I'm thinking, wow, like it's a great thing for the one for the athletes, to the community, and like just overall publicity for this sport because most people think bodybuilding is such a small 1%. This will escalate things massively. And if you can have this around the world, you know,
I would be.
it, yeah,
But I think they're already gonna cover the UK for now. But like they're doing a great job, anyways. And
yeah.
but yeah, so this is a meal 4 days ago. Oh, this is an update from him 4 days ago. So yeah, I mean, he did say the main thing that he has to do is get sharper, and they told me he has to cut away his seasonings. I'm like, I don't think that's what you need to cut away to make it sharper, but
A lot of people do though. A lot of I've been watching Alex Toplin. He's been having plain chicken, and they're using rice packets. They're not doing anything. I don't
I
know if I
mean,
make it sharper necessarily, but I guess you
I
just
can,
control your
I,
sodium a lot better.
yeah, I can relate, but also sometimes it's mental side of it because if you think in your head it's going to affect you, eliminate it. Like whether it does or not, it's going to affect your mental state, and
Yeah.
that could be it's affecting you. Like I'm the same. I don't
yeah,
have pre-workouts or pumps or like even coffee. Like I thought I had a coffee intolerance like 2 weeks before the show. Cut out coffee. I don't. But
yeah.
as soon as I had it, I felt my stomach instantly kind of go. But it's not. It's
Mm,
just like, and that's what I say to people: if you can make yourself 1%, whether it's a seasoning or something you had for your whole life, and then you fully cut it out, make it easier for you because that's in your head, right? Or if it generally is, eliminate it while you can because that's what you can control.
That's true.
So,
Yeah, that's a good point, man. That's definitely a good point because a lot of the time placebos are very strong. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like if you take that out and you feel like that's what's going to actually help you, and mentally, you may be that 1% that makes you a little bit better.
What we
Um,
know is the game of physique and bodybuilding is a mental battle anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah,
yeah,
you're spot on. That's a good point.
yeah,
He
that's
looks
very.
great though. I think he's improved his posing as well. I kind of like no, obviously you being a pose coach, Isaac. You know, sometimes I felt like before last year, I think his posing was pretty bad. But if he
Yeah,
shows is really good, mate, like Emil, it change like I say, it can change your physique, and I feel like he's improved massively. And
yeah,
with his genetic and his size and structure, that 1% of changing and being a little bit better, 1% imposing for someone else next to you, again, gives you the advantage. Just take it. Do
yeah.
what you can to.
The posing is a lot of the time is what will make you it's what makes you show off your physique as best as you can. So if you cannot pose properly, you're limiting your physique majorly because you're not able to display it in a way that it's reflecting on the hard work that you put in. That's the way I like to say to guys. So it's like, you may be putting all the work into the gym, into your diet, and if you're not putting the same amount of work into your posing, or at least seeking help from someone that is knowledgeable to help you with your posing, I just don't understand why you wouldn't do that.
Mm.
If
You
you're trying to
find
leave no stone unturned in your competition, you have to.
I think what the problem is most of the time, when you're getting into starter prep and you're a bit chunkier, you don't like what you see. And then as you get deeper into prep, you got more cardio, you got less food, you got, more things to do, and then you got less energy and time available to do it. So it's not an excuse, but that's just what I see from the outside in. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I think that's it. I think that same what you said there is what I hear a lot, and I think that's just straight excuses because it takes you 5-10 minutes to do a few rounds, couple of rounds of your posing. Everybody's got 5-10 minutes here. That okay, how busy you are, and you can get those couple of rounds in, and that couple of rounds in accumulated over 8 week prep, 16 week prep, bro. Like you're gonna be so much better.
I
But
completely agree.
yeah,
Completely.
that takes you from that 1% of you in your mental state being a better athlete because does 5 minutes affect you in terms of the judging? No. But did you do that? Did you tick that box? Yes or no? So when you come off stage and go, I wish I did more posing, I wish I did that, you are already pinpointing the things you did wrong, you could have just done.
hmm
So
yeah,
But I
for sure.
also think, and what I found this year with my show, I was doing the posing, I was doing the work, I was doing this and whatever. But then you get on stage and you're thrown by the lights and the bells and the whistles and the stars and all the rest of it. So it's about being composed mentally and preparing for, what is actually coming. But
It's tough. It's
yeah,
tough. But yeah, let's not go too much into that because I can talk about that all day if I do. But yeah, so in terms of Emil, he's definitely improved. And do you know what, man? I still think he can improve a lot with his back. I still think he can. Like his back is good, but the way sometimes he hits his back pose is hit or miss a lot of the times. Um, and I think that's what lets him down in the Olympia, in my opinion, is because yeah, his front is really strong. His abs are incredible. Sorry, let's go back here. His midsection is incredible. Top line is incredible, but it's just when it turns to the back, sometimes it just doesn't reflect the amount of muscle that he has. He just can't show it off properly. And as you guys know, when you're at Olympia, man, yeah, it's if you have 50% goods, that's just not good enough.
yeah, they'll pick you apart,
Okay.
especially at the Olympia.
Yeah, man, especially there, man. You're not gonna get a second look at, man. That's what it is, man. But yeah, no, great physique as always, man. Emil is a boy, man. I love Emil, man. He's great guy, good heart, top
UK
guy.
boy as well, man. That's what you want. We want the best from the UK as well as what
Yeah.
everyone else. But, you got a special heart to your own country, kind of thing, and the boys you can represent hometown, especially if you know them closer. If you have to have conversations like,
Yeah.
I don't know Emil, but if you build up that relationship throughout the years, you want the best of that person. And
Want
if
the
they're
best.
taking it to the highest level to represent the game, cheer him on.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
he's a cool guy. I don't know him personally, but he was at the first show I did this year. He was giving me feedback because he was with Jeffrey and Yemi, and I kind of know those guys. I know those guys. So he was just giving me like feedback, and to get feedback from an Olympian, I'm like, shit, I'm gonna listen.
Yeah, yeah. No, Emil is that type of guy who go out his way to help people. He's a really, really cool guy. So I always wish him the best. Always wish him the best because he's just that type of guy. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on in the Olympia. I hope.
Whoa, what do you reckon?
Well, where's it gonna place?
Yeah.
Oh man, you're gonna make me say it.
It's hard to say, man. It's hard to call. All I know is I hope he does really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it breaks the top 16. I hope it does.
Yeah.
That's all I can say in regards to that. I hope it does. It's just that there's just a lot of guys, man.
Yeah,
A lot of great guys as well, man. Everybody's great, man.
But this is why I find it hard to accurately judge such a show like that. That's why I said the name is quite important because even with the judges' eyes closed, they're going to go, okay, Ryan, Ebanks,
Has to be top.
Brandon, they already know, 75% of that first call out already. Yes, someone might sneak in, but you just got to catch someone's eye at the right point. Otherwise, you kind of just miss it.
Yeah. But anyways, that's it.
I'm interested.
So,
It's going to be very, very interesting Olympia, man.
now that Diogo is gone, unfortunately, I think he left for he stopped for health.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what happened to him. Hopefully, he's good. Sheridan,
Yeah.
top 5.
6. Did we do 6 or 5?
Let's do top 5.
You know what? It's just hard for me to call, man. I mean, I'm a home boy for Ryan Terry, and I mean, I love Ryan, and I think he represents the sport very, very well. Always has done,
But
I think the secret guy is going to come through is Ali.
whoa,
I had him and Ali top 2.
whoa.
I mean, that's what I would
put you up there.
Although, yeah, honestly, if he's on, and like I say, he was a good talk at one point, and that's just what I think. I mean, I would say Ryan Terry to win.
Yeah.
As much as I love Ali Man, but again, if it goes either way, I'll be so happy for both.
Yeah.
I do have Erin at 3rd.
Yeah.
Obviously, Joe, I like Corey Morris, man.
Yeah. We agree.
Such a lovely physique, bubbly, small waist. You just can't not look at that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't really know it.
I want to just question, like, Ebanks on,
Shredded, bro.
like peak to the max, shredded, full bubbly. You're still going Ryan Terry or Ali?
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
But the way it's kind of gone last year, it could go either way. Like
He wasn't on last year.
Well,
He just come off the back of losing at Legion, and he was kind of, I feel like, chasing, and then I would imagine he did things that they shouldn't have because obviously the upset from Legion.
I don't know. I'm going to stick with my guns. Also, I'm a small boy, man. I'm going for the little guy. The little guys the respect. So
I know Ali personally, and he's a great guy as well. And I've seen the way he's developed his physique over the years, and it's just crazy to see how far he's got into the game. So for me, I want him to be in that like top 2, top 3 as well. I was saying to James,
you guys competed, didn't you, together?
We competed in our natural days and also in our pro days as well. Like,
have you beat him as a pro?
I haven't beaten him as a pro. I've come 2 plays down from him as a pro.
Not yet. So you haven't yet.
Not yet. I will beat him, but not yet. But I bet him as an amateur. But what I was trying to say is that because I know him and I really want the best from him, like I would like to put him like up there as well. But then when I have just being like objectifying the scene of him against the other guys, like when Erin is on, I've seen pictures of Erin. I think it's covering, but I've seen little bits here and there, and I think it's gonna be really, really on this year.
And he's bigger. He's bigger.
So
dramatically bigger.
You got Brandon as well. Like,
no, he's out.
No, he's out.
Yeah, he's out. He's not competing this year.
He's competing. Lee Herring, Joe Lee.
Yeah.
He was on a flight with him the other day, so he's out. I think Brandon's probably doing his last show next year.
Oh man, there you go. Like I say, even like I had Diego in the top as well. So it's
wide open.
It's anyone's game now, man. You're trying to compare. Even like to being how close it was with Ryan, like trying to compare Ryan to a really on Erin, it's a completely different look, man. It's tall, small, like structural difference. Like it all comes down to really, really picking apart
Yeah,
what's on.
But I think Ryan's more likely to be on. He's always on.
yeah.
We want to see him off. But if Erin is on, I cannot see it going any other way.
That's
I
that, that's my
cannot.
argument. That's my argument. I just think like with Erin, his physique is just like it's very balanced.
Well, he
Like,
came second in his first Olympia.
yeah, who does that, bro?
Like, how did I don't even know.
But yeah, so he's bigger, he's better, and I'm sure he's you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be extra minutes.
Wait, hang on. Are we going to try and get Ryan Terry on the podcast? Because if we are, you're going to have to remove some of this.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's
Yeah,
just
go. He's like, no, that guy.
this is journalism. It's journalism. You can't hate it. Just chatting.
Either way, every single one of them brings such a great.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great show.
Yeah, they all represent very, very well, man. Like I say, if either one of them won, fair play to them. As long as they bring it, they put on a show for everyone to watch, and they represent themselves as a true champion. What more do you want? But then saying that, everyone likes an underdog. I mean, everyone was slated Aaron in the way his attitude was. You still watch him, you still like him, and you still want the best.
It's true. It's true. It's true. But as you said, like you hit it on the head there. It's like, yeah, okay, I want Aaron to win, but if Ryan win, I'm still gassed for him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Man.
I'm still over the moon for it because he's got a great physique, and you want people. I mean, he seems like a cool guy. I don't know him personally, but he seems like a cool guy.
Hang on. Like, Sheridan, what do you think of Ryan's Photoshop?
Oh, this guy. I thought you said you wanted to wine on this podcast.
I'm just asking a question. That's all.
I just think he's been caught. That's it. It is what it is.
What do you think most people do?
Sometimes you want your photo to look a bit better. He still looks great, regardless with or without it. So I personally think he didn't have to do it, but but then in saying that you never know, man. Like it's just one of the things. It just doesn't look great, does it?
I heard I can't remember who said it, but it's like, what's the difference with like women using makeup, with guys using steroids, the guys training? Like we're changing things to appear a certain way, anyway.
I did my tattoo on stage. Yeah. I'm not cheating, but I made my physique look better from hiding my tattoo. I mean, obviously, I wish I could enhance my back, but essentially, I think it made my back look denser and bigger anyway. So
that is the way. I gotta do that now.
Yeah, but again, like, it's the same. Like it's a bit extreme, but like enhancers, like I think that's simple or any type of like.
Exactly.
It's not wrong. You can use it, and if it was wrong and you couldn't use it, they'd say it. But if it's going to give you an advantage and it works well for you, you're going to get hate and slated regardless. But at the end of the day, it just happens. It's a matter of opinion. If it's there, it's there.
And a lot of the top Open Olympians will use Simfol. It's just standard.
Yeah,
no one judges them unless they can see it.
Yeah, it's just about not making it look noticeable that it's there. And so
yeah, it's true. If it's obvious, then obviously you're going to get marked down for it. But if it's not obvious, then I guess like free game.
Added muscle.
Free game.
Leaking on the stage and stuff.
Can I get some in my upper chest? I'm going to try that next year.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to pull that one up,
I'll be walking out like the marshmallow man. But these guys told me to do it next year, and I'm Michelin man.
No, it's been a pleasure, man. It's been a pleasure to have you on here, Sheridan. And yeah, we went through a lot. And I'm gonna try and clip this up so people can obviously get to know a little bit about you as well. Because I feel like everybody's seen you compete. Everyone's like seen you do loads of shows, but no one really probably doesn't know the full backstory in regards to.
We didn't even touch
my Instagram. I uploaded a picture of like all my stage photos of when I started to now, so you can kind of see that journey in that one photo on Instagram.
Let's have a look at it now.
Yeah. You might want to go on the tagged ones. So go on the tagged, and it's the one I posted obviously on my coach page. So if you go,
This one here,
yeah. So if you keep going across, you'll see from day one, which was 52, 53 kilos, realistically, top left.
That's here.
And that was again like within the first season, like first year, realistically. And then I took pretty much almost a year off. So I did, yeah. So like I said, the first couple of shows, my first international show was the bottom right, which was the Amateur Olympia, my first Amateur Olympia show.
Yeah.
I believe I just placed just out of that top six, which was with Pierce. And like I say, most of these guys, like the Ben Weeder, during the lockdown and the 10X, I was in the overalls with everyone that's turned pro, like Shannon Davis, Pierce. I was in the overalls with Mitch Stark. I've been in a lot of overalls that are guys that I've been pros, and standing with him in a physique that I thought was pro level is nothing near. You know, it's been good to see the journey of being amongst those guys that are now pro, and I can say they ticked the box. They got their card. At some point in my head, I was like, "You are next." It's just when.
Time, bro. Well, it's great to kind of see, just looking at this, how your physique has developed from here.
Yeah. I mean, to me, I wish I could do more, but realistically, I should have taken more years off. Again, I just didn't want to. I should have. Like, I should have done what was probably told me to do, is take the year to add the density. Like I said, I wasn't even meant to do this year. I should have taken this year off. But as an athlete, as a mental side of it, being so close last year, you'll do what needs to be taken. Like, you'll just keep going. Like, if you enjoy it, and that's what you're gonna do, you take risks. And I took a risk, and I'm so glad I got rewarded for it.
Well and truly paid off.
Yeah, man. Nah, that's great, man. It's great. Great to see this as well, man. I'm sure lots of people relate to this. And I guess your kind of story is just a very inspiring story for a lot of people that's kind of want to be in your position or want to get the pro card one day. And
I
maybe
mean,
not quite there yet,
realistically, I was speaking to James obviously prior to this, and everyone has a story, right? Everyone has a dark story, everyone has a struggle, right? And taking it from this, you'd think, like, the story's amazing. But I'll be honest, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows in Instagram. Like, there's been times I've been homeless for 2.5 weeks in my car, sitting outside shops to buy rice cakes and chicken so I can stay on prep. Since like day one, I lost my dad. I was 1 week out. I was 1 week out, and I almost didn't go to my own dad's funeral so I could go internationally, do my first international show, because I thought, I'm going to do that show, I'm going to win that pro card, I'm going to bring it home to him. And that is another reason why one of those photos, I'm pointing to the sky. I'm not really religious, but I point to the sky because I promised my dad before he died I would bring him and turn pro, and I promised him I will bring that pro card no matter what. And that was the first thing that came to my head, is that I did it. Not for me, like, I'm glad that it's everyone else, but it was the release of, I can say and go to bed knowing I promised my dad before I even believed in myself and for my little boy that it happened. The dream has come true, and the release, it was just such a mental battle from then, and that was nearly 3 years ago, to now, of that mental battle of holding it together for 3 years and chasing every show through every dark time, to present myself like that, like I've got the best life in bodybuilding. It's not. Yeah. But that's why I say bodybuilding saved my life, and bodybuilding was the only thing I had. Because if I didn't chase or I stopped, I don't think I would have been here. Honestly, I really don't think I would have been here to talk to you guys now.
It's always more than it seems, isn't it? It's always a deeper driving factor. And I said this exact same thing, I think, to Khaled. And I had the same experience. It was like, when I got my pro card, I was super emotional. And I'm not even an emotional person. Like, I'm not the person that'll just break down crying for no reason. But yeah, I could not hold in the tears. Like, I couldn't. And it was because there was a lot more, that it wasn't just getting the pro card. There was a lot more behind it that I was kind of like putting to the side, and using the drive for that pro card to kind of just keep me going in life. And I can totally relate to you for what you said there, is like, in terms of like that release of energy, like just pointing to the sky, and
that's what I say to people. If I can, whether I'm pro or not, whether I do a sport, if I can inspire or give 1% to someone that takes some kind of inspiration or relation to it, I've done my bit. I am a happy person. And if someone even looks at me like I'm something or somebody, or it gives them some kind of goal in life to chase, pro or not, pro card or not, whatever you want to, however you want to do it, I'm a happy person. And that's really like humbling to me, that anyone wants to talk to me that they've taken something, whether it's in bodybuilding, in a job, in life. You just don't quit, don't give up, and like just be humble, be in that moment. Otherwise, it will eat you alive, and you'll you know where I'm coming from. But it's an emotional story. But everyone has their battles. But my main goal is, and I say to the quote that everyone loves to quote. It's not if, it's when. I say that because not from an ego perspective, but it's if you know that the time will come, you believe in yourself, and no one can take that away from you. And it's the when, not the if. Like you need to believe in yourself. No matter how long it takes, it will happen. And you did yourself justice there by not giving up. And there's more goals, and it'll be another goal for me to do. It's not if, it's when for the next thing I'm chasing.
What's the next goal? I'm conscious of keeping you, 'cause I know you've got, you got to go get some food in you. I'm sure it's not going to be rice cakes and chicken. But before we go, what is the next goal for you?
Again, I think the goal always will be get better, develop where you need to be, take the feedback. Now I can bring the best package and bring the best athlete I could be on stage and off stage. Like just be me, be exactly what I am when I was at that first picture, at that first show, to now to 2 to 3 years time. Be me, bring better, invest and be better in yourself, and that's all I can control. Just that's
The guy, and if he stops replying to me because he's too big time, I'll let you all know in the next episode.
Yeah. Obviously, the goals are Olympia qualifications, things like that. That will always be. But like I said, if you focus on that, it's like the cherry on top, right? Just keep doing what you're doing, keep up with graphs, keep working, and those things will come. Those things will manifest because they're in the back of your head anyway. All you got to do is keep telling yourself that, and it will come.
Say believe and achieve, lads. That's it. Believe and achieve. All right, guys.
Yep, good.
We're gonna wrap it up here. But it's been a pleasure to have Sheridan. As always, congrats once again on the pro card and for achieving your dream, bro. It's been amazing. Here it is. Show it.
Yeah. He's actually got 2 pro cards, by the way. My man's living the dream. No, it was a really good episode. It was great to have you on, Sheridan. It'll give us a lot of food for thought, and it just, I think it will open people's eyes to the fact that bodybuilding isn't just training and dieting and cardio. There's so much more. There's a bigger picture, and there's a bigger reason why we do what we do. Quite simply. So, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at Beyond Board Shorts. Obviously myself, James Waters _IFBB Pro. We have Isaac F. Francis and Sheridan Taylor
_IFBB Pro.
Yes, he changed it.
My guy. All right, guys.
Big love.
There you go.